Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is 49, but I'm doing this on day 48 because I want to talk. You know, I'm sitting here I haven't even written my poem yet for today. I think it's going to be titled Alone or something along the lines of Alone, but I've already got a poem named Loneliness. So, and I don't remember what I wrote. You know, I write the poem and I go to the next one. And that's the reason why I need to check my poems to make sure there's no repetition. I'm not repeating things, you know what I mean? So yeah, but I was just thinking like my plans, like we're literally, next week will be week 7 and I've made it 7 weeks, you know, taking my meds. My pill is up there. I have yet to take my meds tonight because I still have to write this poem. Once I write this poem, I take my medication, have Bible study. Then I'm either going to watch Cobra Kai or somebody else. I'm not mentioning them, but you know what I mean? So, I was just thinking about the next steps, and you know, for my university experience, it has been a ride. My university experience has been a ride. Now, I'm not the girl that partied a lot, you know, and I wish I would have went to more parties. Kinda, I do. I wish I had a friend, you know, and I've had, you know, I've had a friend who, you know, partied, and you know, I feel like when it comes to college, do what you feel is best for you. Don't make moves based off somebody else. But I feel like I wish I would have had somebody to go dancing with, you know, go to the club with, because my most exciting moment is when my cousin came down and we went to a party and it was lit and we were having fun. We were just having fun. Okay, that was my most fun moment. My saddest moment in college was, well, I had a couple. Getting in a relationship, that was not number one. The number one is my psychotic breaks, because that's where I ripped out my dreads. That's where I lost some friends, people not understanding what I'm going through, and or afraid to talk to me because they fear I might break. Those are the things. I'll say my relationship be close second. Only reason why I'm upset with that is because I had sex with him. If I didn't have sex with him and I went through the same thing, I wouldn't have cared as much. But so that's why I said keep your legs closed, because the thing is, when you break something off with a dude, you know, it hurts, or he break it off with you, whatever, however it happened, or if he stands you up. If you keep your legs closed, you know, 10 out of 10, yeah, you're gonna hurt, but at least you kept your legs closed. At least you got your soul intact, you know, your no soul ties, you know what I mean? And not saying there can't be an emotional soul tie, but I feel like sex does more damage than a conversation can, to me, because you can catch something that's incurable. You can get pregnant. Then you got to decide, do you want to have an abortion or not? Then if you have an abortion, you got to live with that. If you decide to keep the baby, you got to live with that. You got to live with both. You got to weigh the pros and cons with that. Or if you don't catch nothing from that dude, that it'll always be with you. You know what I mean? It'll always be with you. And then everybody knows. And then how dudes are, they talk about they don't kiss and tell. Dudes kiss and tell, especially if are they upset or they get jealous, they kiss and tell. So don't be holding on to no words. And you know, don't that love bombing, don't believe that either. But you know, for Pittsburgh State University, it's been a roller coaster. I would say through it all, I can't say it's good or bad. I say it was a learning experience. When I was in high school, my dream college was Clark Atlanta University. And I got accepted. But money-wise, I don't know how that would have worked out. And at the time, first college I was going to decide to go to was Baker, right? So I'm on a scholarship program. It's can't give something back, you know. And I'm trying to think. I was gonna go to Baker because I was like, I wanted to go to Wichita, but they didn't have any spots open, so I said I'll just go to Baker. But then my give back program came to me and they were like, hey, let's check out Pittsburgh State University, because they feel like Baker might be too small for me. I said, okay, let's do it. Went to visit Pittsburgh, and that's how I decided on Pittsburgh. You know, it was a bigger campus. It seemed like it was cool, so I decided on it. And you know, now 5 years later, I'm here, and I will say I'm glad of my decisions. Yes, Clark Atlanta was my dream school, but with everything that I experienced, you know, you learn about yourself in college. You face certain things. If you look at my videos, you learn more about your, like, if you look at my previous videos, you see the things that I've dealt with. You know, I don't want to repeat them. I'm just gonna, this is a new video, but if you go back, you will see, you know, the things that I've done, the thing where learning about myself, done it to myself or to others, and learning about myself through those experiences. And I'm not saying that Clark Atlanta is a bad school, but knowing that I had psychotic breaks, the amount of psychotic breaks, and I didn't even have to pay for school, and how hard I was working, imagine me going there, it would have been far worse, and I wouldn't have been, because after my first psychotic break, well, during my first, it wasn't after, it was during, I drove home in the middle of the night, like, and imagine me having to drive from Atlanta to Kansas, you know, in the middle of the night. Like, I was able to reach my mom more quick. Now, yes, this was a learning experience for me, but I don't want to be in Kansas for the rest of my life. No. And my mom is not going to always be there. So I have to learn how to live in this world, this crazy world, and how to manage my symptoms as well. So I don't end up on the news. So somebody killed me because I had a psychotic break. And since they didn't understand me, they shot me down and I'm dead. I don't want to be that. I don't want that to be the headline. Or people see me and they be like, oh, she deserved it. You know what I mean? But see, that's the thing. People say you deserve it, but they never walk the mile in your shoes. They think life is easy. And then they walk in your shoes and they realize, dang, they had it rough. And I know that a lot of people, when they look at me, and everything that I've been through, they don't understand me. And that's the frustrating, you know, part that I wish that they could understand. But even, I think to myself, even when a person understands, they say, oh, well, if I was in that situation, I'd do this, that, and the third. You know, they take a positive take on it. But it's easy to be positive when you're not going through it. You know what I mean? It's easy to be positive. It's easy to have all the advice when you're not going through it. But talk to me when you actually are going through it. Then you'll know. You know what I mean? You'll know more. Because it's easy to talk about something that you're not going through and give tons of advice. But when you actually go through it, then it's different. So when it comes to Pittsburg State University, I appreciate all the people who did support me along the way. I appreciate the good and the bad, because without the bad, I wouldn't have learned about the good. And without the good, I wouldn't have learned about the bad. It's weird. You know, so I'm glad that I didn't have to pay for college. I do owe $3,000. I didn't mean to do that. That was my freshman year, before my sophomore year. I had accidentally took out a loan, and I didn't mean to do that, and that's why I owe that. But besides that, I'm cool. So I'm going to pay that before I go off to Full Sail. And I'm going to spread my wings. I'm not going to be afraid. Let these things hold me back. I'm going to continue to go, because you only have one life to live, and I want to live it to the fullest. So, but like I said, after this chapter's over, well, I still have to complete my internship, but I'm not walking the graduation stage. I am just going to get my diploma in the mail. So that's what I plan on doing. I plan on finishing up to May 8th, or not May 8th, May 15th, May 16th, when school ends. Taking my final class, which is my marketing class. And then, going to doing my internship, and hopefully I get it at KCC, and doing that while I go to school. And I'll go to school, and then after I finish school, I will be going to Full Sail to, you know, learn cartoon animation or computer animation. So that's the thing that I want to do. I'm done with the lessons that I've learned here. I don't want to stay here and get my I don't want to do that. I'm done. Also, it's not a lot to do, and it's more to do in the city. Even though I grew up there, like, all my goals the things that I want to accomplish are there, like, within my reach. Like, I want to be a part of the dance ministry at my church. I want to, you know, go to the Nelson Art Museum on the weekend. If I want to go get a tattoo or a piercing on the weekend, I can do that. I have a church home that I can go to on Sunday. I can get up and get out and be more, you know, involved in my community. And there's things that I was looking up that I haven't done yet. And even though I'm from Kansas City, that I have not done yet. that I've looked up everything that I want to do. I put it on the list in my notes. So I'll be doing it, and I will be vlogging with you guys about what I do. So so that's the plan. So I'm done with the lessons that I've learned, from Pitt State. Everything. It's been a roller coaster ride. It's been some good moments, and there's been some bad moments. But it's not about the bad moment. It's about how you overcome it. And life is basically an overcomment story. I'm gonna say overcoming, even if that's not a word. Overcoming story. That's what life is about. So that's your story. It's not about the story. It's about how you overcame the obstacles in the story, and that's what people like about a story. They like a good ending. Every story that you read, it's a good ending. Even in the Marvel movies, they had Infinity War, but then they had Endgame, and in Endgame, Thanos was defeated, but then you got more stuff that's going on. So that's how I kind of I'm looking at my tooth. I can't wait to get my braces. But yeah. So this year is an overcoming story, and for my next series, it'll be titled Echoes of Tomorrow. I got that because we were doing a project in a group, and we were on AI, what did you call it? AI generator or whatever is the AI app, whatever it's called. And they were looking up names, and I saw the name Echoes of Tomorrow. I said, that's a nice name, and I was like, I could make that a series, Echoes of Tomorrow, because I'm speaking of echoes of tomorrow, like, what's next, and that's going to go all the way up until August, and hopefully by then I've got a lot of accomplished. So yeah, I think that's about it. This video is pretty much saying why I'm ready for the next step and why I'm not choosing to stay here. It'll be cheaper going home. It'll be cheaper. I'll be able to spend time with my nephews. I'd be able to be around family, before I go off to Full Sail and be there for a year and 8 months, and just preparing myself to go to Full Sail. So yeah, but enjoy the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.